man. We ain't scared of shit.
It's fun. I love what Aaron said in calling it because once this matchup was made, this was kind of my sleeper circle up for fight of the night, just because we got some bangers that are loading up at the top of the card. A bunch of what we're going to talk about, but talking about like two young, hungry, budding competitors, young in their career, facing off, and then just to hear you guys talk about it, how much acknowledgement and respect you guys have for each other's accolades, and just knowing the dog that both of you bring. I'm even more excited for it, and I have to agree that this is the sleeper circle for potential fight of the night because Aaron Hughes, no stranger to Plymouth Memorial Hall. You followed in your coach Jacob Bone's footsteps and kind of exploded right onto the scene, opening up the show with an all-out war your last time out. No, things didn't go your way. Yep. You put on a hell of a showcase in your first performance. It was a dogfight through and through, and can't wait to have you back and see if you can try and follow in your coach's footsteps and get that first win a second time out.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm excited to fight for you guys. You guys were probably my favorite show so far. Well, definitely my favorite show so far to fight for. You know, the fans. I had a bigger pop than I thought I was going to have. I fought another Boston guy. I hear, you know, we had a lot of guys come from Rochester, but they were screaming. They're doing chants and stuff. I loved it, man. And hoping to get another Rochester crowd out there again to compete with the Boston crowd again. I know he's probably going to have a little bit louder of a crowd than Jerry did. This kid, he DM'd me just May 27th, and then like I just saw it, and I hit the thumbs up on it. I don't really do like the DM and shit, like the Twitter shit or the Instagram talking. I'll fight you. I'll talk to you person to person, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not doing the online stuff. He also commented on a personal Facebook post of mine addressing my loss to my friends and my family, tagging you guys, like Cage Titans. And like, I'm not even friends with him on Facebook, so he found me on everything, and he really wanted this fight. So, you know, this is a fight that like one of the guys that I beat back at NEF, Nathaniel Grimard. I'm kind of putting it, but I saw one of his teammates fought him one time, and you know, I it's not. I'm, you know, like he's gotten better and better each time. His striking is good. You know, that's why I want to test myself against that. His wrestling's pretty good. His jiu-jitsu's pretty good. And but yeah, going back to that Nate thing, he told me that it'll be a good fight after I fought him. So, you know, it's kind of like foreshadowing into the future here. So I'm excited for it.
So he slid into your DMs asking for this fight.
Oh, yeah.
You know, on that note, how does that play into your motivation? Obviously, you know, coming from Jacob Bone's school, like you're always motivated to fight. Does that give that little extra oomph? Like this kid went out of his way to search you out, comment on your stuff to your family, and kind of like poking the bear. Does that put a little extra oomph on this?
Yeah, well, so like the second I got home from Plymouth last time, took a day, and then I was right in the gym lifting, getting stronger, and then I was right into training again. I wasn't really hurt at all, and then I was really motivated to fight. I was thinking, you know, maybe June we're looking to get back in there. Yeah, and then he DM'd me, and I was like, all right, you know, I'm down for it. He didn't really like say like any shit like you're a bitch or anything. Like it was just like you freed May 27th, you know. And yeah, I'm always motivated, man. I want to be a world champion. So it's the only way to be it is to beat everybody around here. So any name that comes to me, I'm gonna fight him. I'm cut from the same cloth as my coach, just like y'all said. So, you know, that's what we do, man. We ain't scared of shit out here, and you know, we work real hard every fucking day. I work with the best guys too, you know, and John or Elvis. You guys know where Elvis. I fucking work with him every week. Nat, you know, Grady, Anthony, Kenny, you know, all those guys. Moose, Liam. Like we work with a lot of guys. You're gonna know a lot of people from Rochester in the coming years. So we're gonna be a city to know soon. So I'm just telling y'all that.
Nice guys like Moose. I want to know what I want to. I want to see Moose fight.
Is Moose coming in the entourage from Rochester?
He wants to fight for y'all at some point in time too, man. He's one hell of a striker.
Yeah.
He's fought for CES a few times and fought really good dudes every single time. He's another guy that'll fight anybody. So I'm just letting y'all know
Moose.
that
Who's
too.
Moose? What's his name?
His name is it's hard for me to pronounce his full name. Musayab by Ayabina. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so don't
What
put me
weight
on
class?
blast
That's
right
why
there.
he's Moose. What weight
185
class?
or 170.
All right, cool. All right, so before we let you go, Jacob Bones actually in the comments. He just said you just got the work in. What? Oh,
Oh yeah.
Masayib Bayina. He just actually threw in the comments. I can't
Yep.
pronounce it either. But anyways, I got to go back to the last Cage Titans event where you and your coach had the privilege of fighting on the same card. What was it
Memorable.
like for you in the back room seeing that victory? Because you've been along for a while training with Jacob and to see all that emotion and all that hard work pay off. How was that for you back
So I was up in the crowd with my family watching him fight when he was doing it, and to be honest, like as crazy it sounds, like it's not that like I wasn't surprised. I was super happy because like I know how hard he worked for this fight. Like just like every fight, man, he's really putting stuff together. Like he's not like these other people out here. He's not staying away from these other guys. Like he's fighting the toughest of the tough. A lot of people counted him out, you know, for this fight, and he went out there and he finished him. I thought it was 1-1 going into the third, and he went out there and he did his thing. And you know, I've seen him hit everybody in training with that roll through guillotine. That's like watching practice every day, right there. Watching that, I was so excited though, man. Like just going through the process with him for the first time ever was something I'll never forget. And it doesn't get better than that. I can't wait to do it again. This time both of us get the W. Um, I can't wait for this one, man. I really like the matchup for his guy. I think he's gonna finish him again, like get another finish for y'all. I'm gonna get a finish, and Rochester's gonna go 2-0 that night.
Here we go. All right, I love to see it. Well, any last minute shout outs before we let you run for the night and get into recovery mode?
Yeah, shout out to my team. Shout out to Full Contact Management, Lars, man, you're an awesome manager. Shout out to Sweet Heel, you guys are the best. Shout out to Bone MMA, Bearing Jiu Jitsu, Synthesis. You guys help me every single week, day in and day out. Time to make my dreams come true, and let's do this shit.
Right, man. Well, thank you so much for your time.
I got to say, shout out to the Hixenbaugh Wi-Fi there because he's 1 for 1. And
Fire
Jacob
Wi-Fi.
Bone, it took him like 3-4 tries really to get an interview that wasn't interrupted by watching Rochester Wi-Fi.
We live in a different town, so it's like Virgin Wi-Fi is better.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you in a few short weeks.
Hell yeah, I can't wait. See ya.
All right, guys. Awesome. Speaking of,
I'm even more excited for this fight than I was originally when they haven't really talked about their, I don't know, respect and motivation to fight each other, if you will.
I mean, he slid in his DMs, and like he said, he's not even friends with me, so he has to search me out.
And I love Aaron's approach on the streak that he's on, wanting to take the challenging fights and surge himself to the top contender set. I love the headspace and mentality that he's in, and this fight is going to be a banger.